Hello, my name is Andrew Bruce, and I'm here with Frank Richardome, and welcome back to another edition of A B to Z.
Our first story for y'all is about singing Valentines at our very own A.B.R.H.S.
That's right, on February 14th, the chamber choir spent the day delivering singing Valentines to some lucky and loved or really liked people. Frank, is my understanding that you were one of the singers for this event?
Yes, I was. We sang all kinds of songs ranging from Billy Joel's For the Longest Time to Frankie Lyman's Why Do Fools Fall in Love to Come Go With Me.
Any interest in sharing with us a bit right now? So Frank, what was your favorite song that you sang yesterday?
My favorite one yesterday was probably Goodnight Sweetheart because that sounded to me the coolest and it was just really fun to do.
Nice. In other news, the parent portal has opened up for Term 2 grades as well as mid-year grades.
For seniors, the grades opened on Friday, February 9th. For everyone else, it opened on Monday, February 12th.
Report cards were emailed to students and parents or guardians on February 12th and 13th.
Parents are encouraged to check their kids' portal to make sure that it came through.
We'll be back after this.
Texting while driving is something that can cause serious danger to yourself and others. It is said that texting and driving makes a crash up to 23 times more likely. One way this causes danger is that teens who text while driving spend 10% of their time outside the lane. It is important to spread the word about these consequences of texting and driving, as it will decrease the number of casualties for the future. So don't text and drive. Don't text and drive.
Danny's Place in West Acton is holding a youth services workshop on Thursday, February 15th from 6 to 7:30 p.m., instructed by Susan Reynolds.
The best part about this fun and interactive workshop is that it's free.
This workshop explains the roles of technology and social media in our lives today.
We live in a digital world and technology is here to stay, but we need to be able to differentiate between our digital life and our interpersonal lives.
Susan Reynolds will explain to these youths how to maximize their digital lives with mindful intention as opposed to mindless distraction, and why everyone is so attracted to their phones.
She also taught how to take control of your phones and screens rather than being used by them. Frank, are you listening to anything I'm saying right now?
Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
I'm saying that you should go to this workshop on social media at Danny's Place on the 15th, please.
Okay, I will check it out. But first, in other news, the Counseling Center will be putting on the Spring and Summer Jobs Fair on Wednesday, February 28th, during periods 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Students will have a chance to meet employers from several local businesses and drop off their resume. Check it out.
Window Seat, A.B.'s Art and Literature magazine, is now accepting submissions for our Spring and Summer issue.
They will accept all types of artwork and creative writing. Check your AB Daily email for instructions how to submit your work. The deadline for the submissions is March 5th.
In sports, congratulations go to the girls and boys basketball teams for qualifying for the state tournament. The girls team qualified after beating Cambridge 50-45. They're now 11-8 with 2 games to go. This is a big improvement over last year's records. Congrats to them.
The boys team beat Westford 50-44 on February 13th to punch their ticket to the tournament. The boys won 6 of their last 7 games to qualify.
Several other AB athletes qualified individually for state meets, including members of both track teams, the wrestling team and boys swim team. Congrats to all those athletes.
It is time now for another community profile. In this weekly segment, we introduce you to a community member with a unique story, skill, or talent.
And this week, Tiago Muniz and Naragi Shah introduced us to AB teacher who teaches the biggest class.
And also is the AB coach who leads the school's biggest and most diverse squad onto the field.
Hi, I'm Tiago Muniz, and today we sat down with Mr. Nicky to talk about his career as a band director. We first asked him how he got into music.
Grade 5, started playing trumpet with our school band program, and you know, I had some great teachers along the way who helped me and supported me in what I was doing with my trumpet playing, and just grew to love it. As I got into high school, I got more involved in our school band program, and they had a very strong marching program at that time. And from there, just grew a love for it, and decided I would try to major in music and become a teacher, and experience it the same way, give my own kids that same experience that I had, and hopefully encourage them to continue the traditions and that kind of thing. So, great teachers, good programs, just kind of was a fit for me. Being in a band is more than just playing an instrument. It's about learning to live in a community of people and working together as a team. This is the largest team in our school, and every student in the band is a participating part of what goes on, and they all play critical roles to our success.
What the teachers did for you in the past, you are doing with these kids today, right?
I like to hope so. I think I do my best to support them and give them a great experience.
We asked him what instruments he can play now.
Well, I play all the band instruments as part of the education. When you're in college, you need to be able to teach all of the brass instruments. I mean, as a brass player, trumpet player, it was a fairly easy transition to learn how to play the trombone and the baritone and the tuba, because they're all basically making sound the same way. But I also had to learn how to play flute and clarinet and saxophone and all the percussion instruments and everything that goes with that. It's a long process, and really thankful for the opportunity that I've had, and thankful for the kind of support we get within our community.
We asked Mrs. Moss what she thinks about Mr. Hickey as a co-worker.
Or as somebody that works for him, I think I can go to him with like any concern or issue or logistical problem, or even like a personal family problem, and he's there, and he's always helped, and always been sort of like him, like he's big and tall and like just like kind of, he has a presence that he always is like that. He's like a big support for not only the students but also the people that work for him.
Then we asked Mr. Hickey where he had traveled with the band.
Over the years, I've established a travel rotation, let's say. So the kids in our band are hopefully in the band for 4 years, grades 9 through 12. Within those 4 years, we try to arrange that we travel 2 times. We've been to Ireland a couple of times to march in the St. Patrick's Day parades in both Limerick and Dublin. And those have been just outstanding experiences to see those cultures and to visit parts of, one of the things we did that I find most memorable and fond memories is when I brought the band to visit an Irish farm, and the kids were milking the cows, and we happened to be there when the lambs were giving birth to their new, I don't know what we call baby lambs, but whatever that is, and it's a great experience for them to do that. We learned about the national game of hurling in Ireland, and I can't tell you, I must have had 20 or 30 kids come home with the big hurling sticks from Ireland because they thought it was so much fun. So that whole experience and the friendly, warm atmosphere of the culture was really a great thing.
How do you manage to control or organize over like 150 kids, maybe, from your rehearsing in the band room to the full performance on the field?
I think it's really the kids who are responsible for how the group works. I'm sure that there's some element to my requests of them and things like that to help them see the need to get stuff done. But we work really well as a team. I think that's what it's all about. And the times of our greatest successes when we've been in a competition and they performed very well, and were rewarded for their efforts with a gold medal or something like that. Those are always really special. But on the other hand, I've had times when I thought the band has been just really great. Didn't get a silver medal, but that didn't lessen my experience, my fondness for that group of kids and how hard they worked. And I think that's one of the things about our successes. It's the whole idea of competition. I like to look at it in such a way that we work towards our own goals and how we get there and how we end up getting to a level of performance. And it's kind of a self-contained, did we do it? Did we do it right? And if we did, it's a good, warm feeling. So those are great things, And I've had students who make funny comments in band all the time, and I enjoy those.
Then we asked Niragi, a student that used to be in the school band, what she thinks about Mr. Hickey.
I was part of the band like 5th or 7th grade, and I had a lot of fun when I was on it because Mr. Hickey would come by to Conan or to the junior high, and he'd help us out with different things, and it was just a lot of fun. And I think he's a great guy, he's a great teacher, and he's really increased my passion for music now.
Lastly, we asked him if he has any future goals.
Looking at that string program 5 years down the road, and I think it's going to be a beautiful thing. And in addition to, I think, some of the greatest choral band and hopefully string programs around. So I'm really proud of that, and I think that's kind of where we are. The band and the choral programs I expect will continue and flourish, and then I want that string program to match that.
That does it. Thank you for watching. Have a great vacation.
Signing off, Frank Richardone with my partner, Andrew Bruce. He also goes by Brucey, Juicy, Juicebox, Bruce Box, Brucey Gator. Also heard a nice skiddly wink in there, sometimes Dwight. Never call him. See ya.
Never.